From Indianapolis, with an eye on every corner of Indiana. This is IBJ Media's Inside Indiana Business with Gerry Dick. Presented by Ice Miller and Indiana University.
Tis the season. Holiday shopping already in full gear. We have the seasonal forecast, plus a deep dive into Indiana's expanding role in the booming e-commerce world. Plus, Rose-Hulman students and faculty working out of a new $29 million space that enhances health and wellness. How it could be a blueprint for building designs of the future. And down on the farm in Scottsburg, where we check in on goat milk stuff. The popular Southern Indiana agritourism and online business bouncing back big time after the pandemic. Welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Mary Rachel Redmond in for Gerry Dick. Well, it's go time for holiday shopping. Inflation, rising interest rates, and an uncertain economy, all driving how much money people are going to let loose of. Holiday sales are expected to grow slightly over last year, but people are cautious and likely to spend less. Retailers sniffed out market trends months ago, rolling out billions of dollars in sale-priced inventory stockpiled from last year. Consumers apparently bought in with nearly 60%, saying they started their holiday shopping in October. Online buying still ruling the roost. E-commerce expected to grow more than 6% this year. Indiana is playing a big role in the e-commerce space, and when it comes to online shopping, it's fair to say Amazon is top of mind for consumers. Here at the Amazon Fulfillment Center in Greenwood, and it's been open just a little over a year. It's one of the most innovative, cutting-edge technology fulfillment centers in the country. And joining me to talk about all this amazing technology is Andre Woodson, one of the PR managers for Amazon. Now talk to me a little bit about what we're looking at. I see robots, I see all kinds of things,
that's right, and
my mind is blown. You know, we're heading into peak holiday season. So what are you guys doing to make sure that this is a successful 2022?
Yeah, well, we're really excited about this year. As you can see, this is the manifestation of Earth's largest selection from A to Z and the culmination of 20 plus years in e-commerce fulfillment as well as innovative technologies.
You know, in terms of what we're looking at, right? Talk about these yellow moving things that are moving these packages. How does that all work, I guess, in layman's terms?
Yeah, so you're seeing the coordination between our incredible workforce and our robotic technology that picks up these packages. They deliver it to our customers or to our associates so they can package them up, and then we can send those right to the customer's front doorstep. So it's incredible to see this technology up close and personal as it helps us create a safer and more efficient workplace.
And what's so unique about this particular facility in terms of speed?
So this is a same-day fulfillment center. It has hundreds of thousands of items that we can deliver to customers in 2 hours or less. It's really exciting to see the hustle and bustle behind this facility as we look forward to delivering for customers this holiday season. In our fulfillment operations network, we have multiple facilities that deliver for our customers. And in this particular facility, it's a same-day fulfillment center that handles our sortation, our fulfillment, as well as our delivery. So you get a chance to see as customers press by that we pick those items, we package those items, and we're able to get that out the front door within a matter of hours.
It's incredible. Again, the technology here is mind-blowing. But another thing I think that people may not know is that Amazon actually supports several medium to small-sized businesses just in Indiana alone. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Amazon's presence means more than jobs we offer within our four walls of our facilities. We in fact support indirect jobs, and we also support small and medium-sized businesses. In fact, in Indiana alone, we have over 22,000 small and medium-sized businesses, as well as authors that continue to sell on our marketplace and our platforms to reach millions of customers across the globe. So it's just another way that we're impacting the local economy.
Economic impact is a big one as well in the Hoosier State. Talk about the numbers, you know, in terms of economic investment and then infrastructure.
Since 2010, Amazon has invested over $15 billion in Indiana with infrastructure and our cloud computing systems, and we'll continue to make those investments, as well as we've contributed over $13 billion in just the economy alone. So we're glad to have a presence here in Indiana, and we'll continue to make those investments in years to come.
What can people look forward to, I guess, this holiday season? With things kind of up in the air, some people worried about things maybe not getting on time. Can you give I don't know, a seal of approval for Amazon getting Christmas presents and the like to houses across the country?
Of course, yeah. We're really excited again and confident we're going to deliver for customers this holiday season. We've made all the investments. We have over 400 fulfillment centers, 150 sortation centers, over 1,000 delivery stations, as well as a fleet of 110 aircraft. So we're really excited for this holiday season. And with that, in addition to our robotic technology and our incredible workforce, over 24,000 employees that work across the state of Indiana, we know we're going to deliver for Hoosiers all across the state.
Andre Woodson, thank you so much for your time and showing off this incredible facility.
Thank you for having me.
From Amazon to Fishers, ordering online has ruled the roost over the past several years, but that doesn't mean holiday shoppers are totally shying away from popular big box stores like IKEA in Fishers. The popular home furnishings chain opened its first and only store in Indiana 5 years ago, and there was a domino effect. Next came Topgolf and Shake Shack. Fishers Mayor Scott FADNESS says more high-profile retail is on the way.
I think residents in the region should expect the best-in-class retailers from around the country to locate there. So we're talking to retailers right now that are the hottest ticket out there, really anywhere in the country. And we're trying to recruit them to be a part of this next phase of the district.
Much more with Fishers Mayor Scott FADNESS starting Monday in this week's Business and Beyond podcast with Gerry Dick. To check it out, go to InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Next, we go behind the scenes to another e-commerce giant, FedEx, at the Indianapolis International Airport, the second largest FedEx Express facility in the world, to see how they're gearing up for holiday shopping and deliveries. Well, it's hard to believe it's been over 30 years since the FedEx hub opened at the Indianapolis International Airport. The FedEx Express Indianapolis hub opened here at the airport in 1988 with just a little over 300 workers. Fast forward to 2022, and the operation now powered by a team of nearly 6,000, making it the second largest FedEx hub in the world. And its success in Indianapolis has led FedEx to expand its footprint statewide, with 90 facilities across Indiana that account for 14,000 Hoosier jobs. But perhaps the best indicator of its commitment to Indiana and its economy, its ongoing expansion of the airport hub in the capital city to the tune of $1.8 billion. Well, joining me to break it all down, Jake Doris, Managing Director of FedEx Express Hub here in Indianapolis. Jake, there's a lot going on out here. Peak holiday season right now.
Yeah, you're seeing the operation in live opportunities as we get ramped up for the peak season. You know, we're getting at it, getting ready to deliver really good service during this peak season.
In terms of Indianapolis, you know, as the second largest FedEx hub in the world, what makes Indianapolis so attractive?
Well, first of all, the people. We're part of an amazing community. We have incredible team members here. The other part of it is, you know, located in the heartland, the Midwest of the United States, we have the ability to receive flights from all over the country and then send them out to not only the country, but also internationally as well. So location, people, climate, right? It's all part of what we do in Indianapolis.
Getting back to the holiday season, so what are you expecting numbers-wise?
Oh, in terms of numbers, we're expecting a very busy peak season. We're going to see a lot of people come together. What we can do to service all those customers as we get into peak, we're going to see a lot of volume, very busy. Looking forward to a good, successful season serving the customers.
You know, I would be remiss not to mention the fact that you guys are in the midst of a $1.8 billion expansion here at the airport. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, as you said, $1.8 billion investment into, you know, the capitals that we're doing to make it state of the art, adding square footage of sort facilities to make us more technologically efficient, expanding in terms of adding gates to the ramp to allow us to have more aircraft in and out to help service the customer.
Talk about jobs, especially during the holiday season.
Certainly, yeah. So we're hiring now as part of the peak preparation, but we're always hiring not only jobs, but careers. Anyone can go to careers.fedex.com and see what we have to offer, ranging from handlers, ramp workers, and above.
You know, kind of with the explosion of online shopping that was really kind of thrust upon us by COVID, how has that kind of changed the way you do business?
We were always prepared for e-commerce. It just came a little quicker than I think any of us saw it, so we were very agile in adapting to it. Not only because of Indianapolis being a hub, but all the team members coming together during the pandemic, making sure that we were ready to prioritize customer service, and then now we've reattained pre-pandemic service levels. So very excited about continuing that positive trend into this peak season.
As Indianapolis increasingly becomes an e-commerce hub, is FedEx Express one of the best in the business?
I certainly believe we are. The second biggest facility in all of FedEx Express network. Very proud of what this team's going to do as we come together for the peak season.
The next time you see a FedEx plane overhead, remember this. FedEx Express obviously is a big business, but there's also a big heart behind that business. And I see a name at the top of the cockpit up there. What is that?
We take our aircraft very seriously, just like we do our team members. This is a lovely opportunity, and it's on every one of our FedEx jets. An employee that wins a specific lottery is allowed to name the plane, and it could be their child's name or their pet's name or however they would like to name it. So this is just one way where we give back to the team members and let them have a little piece of themselves and their family flying around.
So workers have their family members and their kids' names on planes. So they're flying overhead all over the world.
They are, and they can track where their plane is at any time.
Coming up after the break, Rose-Hulman's new academic building has become Indiana's first building to earn full WELL certification for design and technology. In the business of health, learn how it will enhance the health and wellness for students and faculty. Next. Well, when we feel better, we work better. The first building in Indiana to earn a prestigious health certification is now open. Business of Health reporter Kylie Valletta is here with more. Kylie?
Thank you, Mary Rachel. Rose-Hulman's new academic research building is the first building in the Hoosier State to earn WELL certification, which shows it meets extremely high standards that promote health and well-being. Indianapolis-based architectural firm Ratio Design led the project. While this building is in the higher ed sector, Ratio Design says it's seen great interest from corporations to build WELL-certified workplaces. To meet the standard, a building must pass a series of tests for air and water quality and noise reduction. Lighting is designed for alertness and focus and must promote circadian rhythms, with a major focus on natural light. Nature is brought inside with plants. A recent study showed WELL certification led to increases in productivity, overall well-being, and workplace satisfaction.
It also helps produce productivity or helps encourage productivity. It's just common sense that if you're wanting to be in a space and you feel comfortable in the space, that you're going to feel better working there. That's definitely part of it as well. But, attraction of new employees is a big thing, and just making sure that people are happy and healthy and in a good working environment, I think is also something that we're seeing a lot of corporations asking for us in our workplace designs.
And the science labs inside the new academic building recently earned the #1 spot on the Princeton Review's list of best science labs, which is based on student rankings. Ratio designed space dedicated to pre- and post-lab time, where students can get comfortable and ease out of the sterile, harsh environment of a lab. An update now to a guest we recently had on the show, Indiana University chemistry researcher and serial entrepreneur, Dr. Richard DeMarchi. Investors are bullish on Carmel-based MBX Biosciences and its mission to develop therapeutics to treat people with endocrine disorders. MBX just closed on $115 million in funding, one of the largest in years for an Indiana-based science startup. The money will help the company get its lead drug, MBX 2109, through early and mid-stage clinical trials. The drug is designed to treat people suffering from a rare thyroid disorder. The 3-year-old company was founded by DeMarchi and his longtime partner, company president and CEO Kent Harlick.
Well, as always, great stuff, Kylie. But I want to get back to that building.
Right.
So that has something to do with science?
Yes. So it's beautiful to look at, right? I mean, it's pretty. They did a national study where they surveyed employees before they worked in a WELL-certified building and then after they worked in a WELL-certified building. And the results were really interesting. They perceived their well-being to jump 26%, their mental health increased 10%, and their productivity jumped 10 median points. So corporations are getting really interested in this certification, but it's so stringent. You can't do it on existing construction. You have to build it new because it's really, really hard to get these ratings, and you just can't make an old building meet these new standards.
Gotcha.
So you got to build from the ground up.
Employers, pay attention.
Right. I mean, we all want to feel good at work, right?
I know. I want to work in a building like that.
Right.
My goodness.
Yes.
Kylie, thank you. Well, coming up next, we head down on the farm in southern Indiana where goat milk is driving the bottom line for the Jonas family. More on goat milk stuff, a Hoosier success story bouncing back from the pandemic. And in this week's IBJ, a deep dive into a state report on how to meet the workforce challenges in Indiana, plus how the Indianapolis-based Heritage Group is boosting entrepreneurship in central Indiana and beyond. A look at the retail reshuffle going on in Nora Plaza and what it means to longtime businesses like Goodman Shoes and what's behind the staying power of locally owned Mexican restaurant chain Luciana's. And our Engage series of events are focused on key initiatives to help strengthen Indiana's communities. Join us for Engage Indianapolis at the West End on December 6th. To learn more about the event or to RSVP, go to ibj.com. Time now to go inside innovation. Well, Fishers-based Spoke Note is going festive for the holidays. The startup has 3 new holiday-themed products, including 2 From sticker labels, package tags, and greeting cards. Spoke Note says the products allow users to add videos to connect to the recipient through video. All products have holiday-themed artwork and include the standard Spoke Note code that users can pair with a recorded or uploaded video that the recipient scans to view or share with others. It's time now for our Eye on Education, brought to you by PNC Bank. The Richard M. Fairbanks Foundation has released an eye-opening report looking at the racial equity gaps in Marion County education. The report shows only a quarter of Black and Hispanic 3rd through 8th graders in Marion County achieve proficiency in English language, arts, and math compared to their white and Asian peers. Additionally, white 11th graders are 4 times as likely to be proficient in math on the SAT exam as Black and Hispanic 11th graders. The Fairbanks Foundation says the gaps aren't new, but COVID has made them worse.
The disparities that we've outlined, we've focused on Marion County, but unfortunately they hold true across the state. And so if we want to ensure that Black and Hispanic students in our state are getting a high quality education that can set them up for a career and so that they can earn a livable wage and contribute to our society, then we need to make sure we're addressing these gaps for all students. In the end, that will benefit our entire economy and help Indiana continue to thrive.
The report has several recommendations to help students succeed by improving the quality of early childhood education, increasing college enrollment and completion rates, and requiring all high school students to complete the FAFSA application. Vivian Green says all of the recommendations require action of either the school or school district or state policy level and could benefit the entire state, not just Marion County. Here's what's making news around Indiana. Well, one-time competitors battling over patent infringement are now colleagues in Elkhart County's RV supplier industry. Lippert Components, through its subsidiary Furrion, has acquired substantially all of the business assets for Way Interglobal Network. In July 2019, Furrion filed a lawsuit in federal court against Way Interglobal, claiming patent and trademark infringement. The lawsuit was filed before Lippert parent LCI Industries acquired Furrion in September 2021. LCI says the Way brand will not be carried forward after the acquisition. However, the product branding will be added to Lippert's portfolio. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and if you haven't purchased your favorite foods for the holiday, especially the turkey, expect to pay more than last year. Purdue University distinguished professor and head of the Agricultural Economics Department, Jason Lusk, says turkey prices this year have been 20% more expensive than in 2021. He says the biggest factor driving up turkey prices was a wave of avian influenza, or bird flu, that hit in the spring. The disease devastated many flocks in Indiana and throughout the country.
By my calculations, about 5% of total national production has been taken offline because of avian influenza. And so you remove birds from the market, that's less available for you and I as food consumers. And so you and I end up bargaining against each other for the smaller quantity of remaining supplies, and that pulls up prices.
Lusk says he predicts turkey prices will fall in future years as flocks recover from bird flu. For nearly 15 years, the Jonas family has been raising goats on their farm and opened Goat Milk Stuff. The family-owned business based in Scottsburg says they are slowly returning to their normal after their agritourism and online retail business took a big hit during the COVID-19 pandemic. Goat Milk Stuff makes a variety of products using goat milk, like bath soaps, skincare products, and natural laundry soap, as well as food products such as fudge, caramel, and gelato. In 2015, they became the first and only grade A goat dairy in the state of Indiana. Owner PJ Jonas says the agritourism side of the business was completely shut down by the pandemic.
The pandemic pretty much destroyed our on-farm business. We've since reopened the on-farm, and we're slowly building that back up. So we're having more visitors come and more tours, more baby goat experiences. So it's kind of a tale of two businesses almost. The one dealing with online, which thrived, and the other dealing with on-farm, which did not.
They currently have 14 employees, but Jonas says they could easily add at least 6 more people to help maintain the farm and bring back products like cheese and grow their goat herd. The company currently has about 30 goats that are producing milk, with more on the way. That's all the time we have for this edition of Inside Indiana Business. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, did you know one of the most notorious Turkey Day staples was created by a Hoosier? Evansville native Ruth Seams was a 1953 Purdue graduate who spent nearly 35 years at General Foods. Her best-known creation, stovetop stuffing mix, introduced in 1972. Today, more than 60 million boxes are sold at Thanksgiving every year. Thanks for joining us. Have a great week.